Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the Metro Manila Arena. We're here in the Philippines. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. Now they get to do it for real. Opening 3 minutes of this 10-round fight. Trying to go downstairs, but off target. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Good combination by Vitaly Klitschko. He's got his opponent in trouble if he can start to put those together. Vitaly Klitschko's got to deal with a cut sheet. Wow, is he defensively sound. A good, solid right hand. Solid. He was standing up to it, but now he goes down for the first time. 2. The Big Bear rising up. Sonny Liston beating the count after that knockdown. Liston's putting forth a great combination there. Gets him with the right hand. Vitaly Klitschko's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Vitaly Klitschko. Wow. He got demolished like that was a wrecking ball. One punch power ends the evening. You gotta love that.
By knockout, your winner, Sonny the Big Bear Liston.
Well, that's a great way to win a fight. It's what every fighter dreams of. Just coming in there, landing one strong shot, and putting an end to the
power, but because of
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the State Palace Theater here in beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana for our main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action between Sonny Liston and Bernard Hopkins.
His adversary, hailing out of Philadelphia, the Executioner, Hopkins.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times.
They're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This is a 10-rounder.
See some defense.
Okay, this is a classic matchup. Boxer versus brawler. It has played out going back over 100 years in the sport. Many would say probably the most classical matchup in the sport.
I love to look at a matchup like this, and historically the fans enjoy it because the strengths are also the weaknesses of both fighters. You know, the boxer wants to stay on the outside and be able to catch somebody coming in. But when the brawler gets close, now all of a sudden, he makes that boxer very uncomfortable.
He digs in with a left hand to the body.
You're taking too many punches. Hands up.
Hopkins, his movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Rock'em, sock'em robots right from the start here, Teddy.
No defense, just pure offense.
Good work with the combinations there. Bernard Hopkins is now really on target. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Oh, and a big right hand lands. Boy, right on target with that. Look at that. Oh, and he goes down. First knockdown tonight.
One, two, three.
Hopkins is now getting back up off the canvas. Comes right back with a shot of his own.
Go, go.
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. And we come to the end of round number one. His eye is completely shut. He really is at risk of being a TKO loser here. I suppose if he can defend himself properly, the fight will go on.
Yeah, well, that's going to be up to the discretion, the judgment of the referee. I mean, this is what the referee is paid for. His judgment in this kind of situation.
Bernard Hopkins has reached that fork in the road now. You get a moment to breathe, a moment to try to clear your head after being knocked down, and it's up to your mind, your body, your disposition as to how do you react and go forward. Bernard Hopkins going old school there. B-hop with your basic 1-2. Fires right back at him. Targeting the uppercut, and it works. Doubles up the jab to the head.
You're doing great.
Liston's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs. Sonny Liston's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. Final 60 seconds after 2 minutes of pure fury. Good exchange. He fires back. Liston's cut is clearly in the area of his mouth. You can see blood coming from his mouth. Liston's quickly approaching the point of no return right now, Teddy. You know, it wouldn't be far-fetched to see his corner step up on the apron and stop this fight.
Well, not only far-fetched, I mean, I think it's starting to get to that point where it's their responsibility to be thinking about that.
And there's the left hand working well for him again. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counter-punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
You're okay, don't worry. traitor. Move that body.
And round number 3 is underway. Liston's able to land a nice, clean left hand. A little head hunting with the right. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Sonny Liston's covered with his blood right now. That cut just opened up something fierce.
And you know, you wonder about the psychological damage or potential damage of that. You know, does that affect him where he gets a little down? Does that affect his opponent where maybe his opponent gets a little reckless?
Goes up top with a right hand.
Come on.
You see the accuracy now with that double jab up top. Halfway through this round. Let's key in more on Sonny Liston offensively, and specifically his jab.
Your hands up.
I think one of the greatest jabs I've ever seen in the history of boxing. I mean, there was something very different about it. First of all, it was very accurate, very, very strong. It could knock a wall down. But it went to a certain distance, and then he had an ability to stretch it out about another 6 inches. I've never really seen anybody else do that. You know, you think you got the full extension of it, and then it could go about another 6 inches. His shoulder would just sort of move forward and allow him to reach you where you thought that had stopped.
Liston's done a really nice job of being able to land that back power hand. He's coming in with that straight punch and really scoring well.
Yeah, well, he's getting a little bit of help because his opponent keeps leading with hooks in front. The old timers would always say, don't lead with a hook from too far in front because the straight punch will find its way inside it.
And this round comes to an end.
Some head. That's it. We got it. Throw him off with head. Okay. I need you to throw 3 punches. Combination.
You don't need that. I'll throw that away.
You're letting this guy get away. Come on, this is it. You gotta make it a fight now. You can't just move around. You gotta move your hands.
Let's take a look at Teddy's scorecard, where you can see that he's only got that 1 round in the bank so far at the beginning of round number 4. But Teddy, just the psychology of the game, knowing that you've put your man down on the canvas, you really don't care about the scorecard at that point.
Well, you know you're the boss, and you can continue to be the boss. And more importantly, your opponent now, he's a little concerned about throwing something. He might get caught, he might get hurt again.
Liston's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Not getting it done with that straight right hand. Hopkins is showing you that.
You're letting this guy get away. Come on, this is it. You gotta make it a fight now. You can't just move around. You gotta move your hands.
Let's take a look at Teddy's scorecard, where you can see that he's only got that 1 round in the bank so far at the beginning of round number 4. But Teddy, just the psychology of the game, knowing that you've put your man down on the canvas, you really don't care about the scorecard at that point.
Well, you know you're the boss, and you can continue to be the boss. And more importantly, your opponent now, he's a little concerned about throwing something. He might get caught, he might get hurt again.
Liston's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Not getting it done with that straight right hand. Hopkins is showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Sets up that right hand with the jab. Flush right hand to the head. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Get those hands up.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one.
Get that head moving.
Right hand over the top, very accurate with it.
Guard your head.
Bernard Hopkins is not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did. And yet another big shot comes in. Oh, and he goes up.
Stand up. Stand up.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Get to your feet.
6, 7.
Let's go. Get up.
Hopkins is back up on his feet. What will he look like in the next few moments of this fight? That's the big question. Liston's right hand working well that time. He scored well. And that's the end of round 4. Listen, he's a veteran guy. He knows the truth of the situation. That's a really bad cut. The kind of cut that can end a fight.
Yeah, he has a gamble right now. You know, just got last call in the casino. They just said, you know, you got 3 more rolls of the dice. He's got to roll them. He's got to blow on them. He's got to do everything.
You need to capitalize on his misses, okay? I want to see that counter hook. Make it.
Hopkins is grasping at straws at this point right now. He has not had an answer for his opponent all night long. Surprised he even got out of that last round when he was knocked down. Sonny Liston's got a real problem on his hands now, Teddy. I think the cut is actually worsening around his eye. He has to do a better job of watching out for that. He has to protect that eye.
Yeah, what he has to do now is give his corner man, his cut man, a chance for his work to be accomplished. In other words, there's been coagulants, chemicals put into that eye. Now the fighter has to move a little bit, be elusive, and allow those chemicals, those medicines to work.
Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the Will of the Wisps, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
Hopkins is showing us that he is sticking with the game plan. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, the sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So that's it. Unable to rise up and beat the count. A knockout victory.
Walked right into that one.
Let's make it official. And for that, we send it up to our ring announcer. As we saw, he was up on your scorecard throughout the evening. Liston's now a winner by knockout.
Listen, you want to win, you want to get to a title, you want to be successful.